Is it working? I don't know what my battery is at. Hold on. My battery's at halfway. That's not good. We might have to switch to my phone halfway through, but that's gonna have to be it. I'm in my comfy state, as you can see. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel with absolutely no theme. As you can see, I'm in a new setting. It is what it is, it's a bathroom. I haven't really found a good place to film here yet, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm gonna be testing a few different spots. Hopefully you can see well. Is that better? I think that's a bit better. I think that's kind of true to what it actually looks like in person. Before you do anything, please press that subscribe button, ring that bell. It's free, it helps me out loads, it makes me really happy, and it costs you nothing, so please do that. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Bobbi Brown foundation, the SkinLong-WearWeightlesFoundation SPF 15. Full cover, oil-free, shine control. That sounds nice. I'm working with like half a battery, so my camera might die and we have to switch to my phone. That's gonna be what it is, which is why I'm kind of rapid speed talking. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna skin prep and I'm gonna come right back. So I'm gonna put some moisturizer on, I'm gonna put primer on, and then let's get to it. Oh, and by the way, if you hear something in the background, I got a cat. I got a little kitten. We have a little kitten. Hi, baby. Look at her little spot on her head. She's got like a little, oh, look how cute you are. Anyway, so if you hear noise, it's probably this one. This little gal. Ow, ow, ow. She bit me. What's happening? Why am I looking like this? I'm wondering, the skin is prepped, everything, sponge is wet, it's clean, it doesn't look clean. I wonder if neutral honey or just neutral is going to be the shade. I think this might work. I think it's a little light, but I think we can work with that rather than a little too dark. No? Yeah, I think that's gonna be too dark. Maybe I should just mix them to get the right shade. Here we go. No, I don't think I'm gonna have to mix that. I don't think mixing's gonna have to be involved. I think that's gonna be good. Oh my god. It's that window in the background, isn't it? That's fucking everything up. Realized I forgot the pore primer. It wouldn't be fair if I forgot it. Could it be that I've actually estimated my foundation shade right? Or that there is a match for me? Like just as it is, I don't have to mix. Could that be? Very exciting if that's the case. Does it help if I twist around and I stand like this? I'm not sure. Oh, I knew it was gonna be a matte foundation, but it feels very matte. I wonder if this is gonna be a little patchy on me. But it's looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So far so good. Yeah, that helps a little bit. I'm watching everything kind of just like disappear, which is nice. Okay, so far so good. It does feel very weightless. Like I can't feel it on my skin. So that part is definitely true. I need a little bit on my neck, so I'm doing another pump. Even though you are the closest match ever, you don't want to forget your neck. Just in case like you do something and it changes a little bit, or if you have to run somewhere, you know, you get embarrassed. Same with the ears. Some people get really red ears, and if your ears go red and not the rest of your head, it's gonna look funny, so that's something to think about. Cat is now on the window. You would have seen if I didn't move it. It's a little patchy down here. Don't know if you can see that, or if it's too bright. My camera battery has started flashing already, but it's a little patchy right here. I'll go until my camera dies. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, itchy. Okay. It's a pat, don't swipe type of foundation, 100%. I'm gonna check in the window. Okay, in the window, in the natural light, everything actually looks pretty good. So maybe it's the ring light, I don't know. But that's the foundation on. I'm gonna powder it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I forgot to mention the concealer. I almost forgot it. I put concealer on. It went on perfectly fine. Nothing to notice really. And then I powder, nothing to notice there either, other than the fact that I noticed that the powder really like stuck to the places where I put it, more so than the Dior Skin Glow, which is the foundation I've been using for a while now. My camera is, as I said, about to die, so it might cut me off. There's powder everywhere. I spill powder. It's everywhere. So far, everything has gone on perfectly fine. I'm gonna give you a little close-up just so you can see what it's looking like. Powder, nothing else. I'm gonna put the rest of my face on. Okay, we're continuing on with my phone because that was not working. And I thought maybe if something happens, it could be good to catch it on camera. If anything is weird or looks weird, behaves weird on top of the foundation, like that's something that could be important to note. Why am I turning so dark? You know what? We're just gonna film by the window, by the natural light, because this isn't working for me. We're here with natural light. I honestly think I should have done this from the start. As you can see, I'm not loving it. It's kind of settled into the nose right here, and I can't really fix that in any way. It's looking kind of dry in some spots. That might fix itself with setting spray, but the nose I haven't exfoliated. It's looking dry, so you probably need to exfoliate before using this. So far, that's what it's looking like. Nothing's catching on weird so far. It's not looking odd in any places. I'm doing this while Victor's out on a walk because I felt awkward to do it when he's here. I don't know why. I'm never like that. I just felt awkward. Was that a bird? It sure wasn't the cat. The cat's right below me. She looks terrified. She's like, what are you doing right over my bed? How dare you? Okay, I feel like this is definitely a foundation for photography. It's just when you get really up close and personal. I'm gonna take some pictures and insert them after this as well. I'm putting some on my nose to kind of see if that enhances the dryness or not. Doesn't look like it does. The foundation, I'm like moving around, blending pretty like carelessly. It's not moving. It's staying put beautifully, actually. I just might have to moisturize and exfoliate more before using this foundation. That's the kind of thing you learn with certain foundations, that okay, this is the kind of foundation where I have to be exfoliated. It also obviously depends on your skin type. If you have really, really oily skin, maybe that's not a problem for you. Right now it's cold ass winter outside. As you can see, it is not what you would call warm, so to speak. It's very much cold, which means that my skin gets more dry. It still gets like oily a little bit, but more so dry than otherwise. But it gets more dry than the rest of the year. My skin thrives in summer. It always has. It probably always will. It's just the way the way the cookie crumbles is what I was going to say. I'm using products that I would normally use on top of my other foundations because I feel like if not, that's not a fair review. Like I can't ignore everything that I'm used to using on top of my other foundations, because then I'm probably not gonna like it as much, and it's not gonna be the fault of the foundation. It's just gonna be because I'm not used to the rest of it. So I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna go into that powder that I always use and mesh everything together. Why did it go so dark? What happened? Is it just my screen? It's just my screen that tried to play a trick on me. Do I do eyeshadow? I think I want to do highlight maybe. Does the highlight fuck up the review? Because then you can't see if it's the... I can do a little bit. I can do a little bit. My cat is biting my foot out. I did a little tiny bit. Not a lot at all. Now, quick eyeshadow. Just using the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. Probably just gonna use one brush and a little bit of my finger. Just real quick to get some shape. I got a song stuck in my head. I feel like I'm coming down with something. It's just like a little something to get on the eye. I feel like this has got a hard pan. This right here. Can you see that? It's got hard pan all in the middle. Really annoying because it's such a pretty shade. I don't know if it's because I use my fingers a lot doing my makeup, and you know you have like natural oils in your fingers. Nothing you can do about it. Everybody has it. Is it even? It's somewhat even. It's even enough. Putting a bit of nature just along the edge. I don't know, diffuse it together, put a different tone in there. There's a lot of pinkish stuff. taking a bit of that underneath. Obviously I'm using the same brush, so it's gonna be all mixed together at this point. So really that's like 3 shades going underneath my eye. There we go. That was a big brush to do that with. I'm doing a tiny bit of aspiration, which is this deep one, just for some depth at the outer corners. There we go. I think that's gonna be it. If I want to add to that later on, I can. I'm just checking real up close. Everything has gone on perfectly fine. I am looking like a dry, crusty ass bitch right now. I'm looking so much more dry than I usually do. But it is 11:47. As you can see, that's the time. I'm gonna try to keep it on as long as possible, and I will tell you what it's like after that. I'm gonna do some mascara and setting spray, and that's gonna be that. That's everything that I have left to do. No, fuck the brows, I'm not doing that. That's this. Setting spray left. I can't find my open one, so I'm just gonna have to use this. Should have done this before mascara if I was smart, but I'm apparently not. So here we are. We've done the setting spray. We did some quick eye makeup. We did some quick, just something. I just put a little lip liner on the corner of my lips, and then some lip oil. So far, so good. I'm gonna give you a close-up. As of right now, like I said, it's now 11:56. I'm done with everything. The setting spray is on. So far, so good. It's a little dry along this area. So next time I use it, I will definitely exfoliate better beforehand. I will definitely moisturize a little bit more. I'm just looking, for me, it's looking a little dry around the mouth as well. And in this area, we're not really dry, just a tiny bit cakey. It's looking a tiny bit patchy on the nose and a little bit here. So really, that's areas where I had the concealer, so maybe those two aren't a good match. It's a little crusty under the eyes as well. It might just be that this is a little dry for me right now, but we're gonna see what happens throughout the day. If the oils kind of ease it up a little bit, if it does get a little bit better, or if it just like crumbles to pieces and it turns into shit, that could also be the case. But right now, it is what it is. This is what it's looking like. I can say on camera right now, the way that I can see it. I don't know if it's gonna translate the same in the computer, but the way it's looking right now, it's looking great on camera. It's looking pretty flawless from this standpoint of view. It's definitely a good coverage foundation. I don't know, I'm not a fan of this right now. I'm a little iffy. It's a pretty good thumbs up at the moment. But it depends completely on how it wears, if I like it, if I don't. I really want to like it. I think maybe if it is just the fact that it's too dry, maybe I'll just use it as a summer foundation. Though the point of me getting a winter shade is, you know, pointless. But we're gonna see how it wears. I'm gonna give you a little here and there throughout the day, tell you if anything changes and how long I've worn it. But that's all I can do for right now. I put it on. I don't know how that lighting was. I apologize if it was shit. If it's better in the TikTok, because I was simultaneously? At the same time as I was filming this, I was filming a TikTok, and if the phone captured it better, maybe I'll just put some little clips from that in. I don't know. Or I'll link my TikTok down below and you can just watch the beginning of that to see if it shows how it applied a little bit better. Depending on if the camera and the lighting was a little fucked. I haven't figured out this room. I don't know if this is where I'm gonna be filming going forward or not. But right now, it's an iffy thumbs up. It's somewhat of a thumbs up. It's pretty good. It's not that bad. It's a little tiny bit cakey, but not cakey to a point where I'm like, oh, it's cakey. It's just like, you know, I can close up tell that there's foundation there. That's so far not a bad thing. Just something to note going forward in case it gets worse, better, disappears, whatever. I've jambled on for 4 minutes. What the fuck have I said in 4 minutes? There is no way that 4 minutes I can talk about it. The only thing I noticed different from my other foundations is that I noticed when I put the powder on that the powder really like stuck to the places where I put it. That's the only thing I noticed was different. Not that that's a bad thing at all. I just noticed that it grabbed on differently to how I was used to. I will do the check-ins. Everything went on perfectly. I'm gonna put some more blush on because I want to. I'm gonna do some of this. Oh yeah, some of this one right here. Oh, if you want to see my hourglass review, you can. That's up on my channel. It's a chaotic mess. So if you want to skip my lighting issues, just skip 7 minutes forward. And that's fine. Oh, that's like a lot. I don't know why I did that. It's gonna die down, it's fine. That's heavy. That's so heavy. It's gonna go down. It's fine, it's gonna disappear. Blush is the first thing to go on your makeup always, so that's fine. I'll be back for the check-in. If absolutely nothing changes, then I'll be back for the end of the day when I'm about to take this off and tell you how that was. I have a little bit of a runny nose. Like I said, I think I'm coming down with something. So I'm gonna see how that holds up around my nose because I think might be itching that or blowing my nose a few times. So we're gonna see how that holds up because that's always interesting. That's a true test. See you with the check-ins. And look at this very sleepy kitty. She's been right under me. I've been filming right here. She's been laying here sleeping. Are you tired? Ow. Okay. Nope. Not in the mood. Got it. Okay, I don't know. It's definitely bedtime. I'm coming down with something. I'm not feeling that well. As you can hear, Victor's brushing his teeth in the background. If you can hear that, sorry, but I don't have any energy to wait. I just want to take this off and go to bed. I don't feel that well. However, it's held up really well. I like it more now than I did when I put it on because the oils have kind of, I don't know, made it look less cakey. It's come off a little bit around the nose, not a lot considering that I've been blowing my nose a fair few times. It's definitely above 10 and I've been like itching like this, so the fact that it hasn't come off that bad is really good. I definitely would need to exfoliate a little bit. It's still a little dry right here, but it looks better now than when I put it on, so that's a great thumbs up. It wears really well. Okay, change lighting to the bathroom to see if you can see up close. It looks a tiny bit powdery. It's not that bad, but it's definitely a good thumbs up. Like I said, more moisture and exfoliation beforehand, and I think it'll wear beautifully. It's a little bit more dry than I'm used to in a foundation right now. She's eating. But it's held up really, really well. And I can't say much more than the fact that I enjoy when a foundation looks better the longer you wear it. I would definitely need a little bit of a touch up with a powder, just like dab a beauty blender or something. If I was going, you know, somewhere where it was important, I would probably touch up a little bit if that was the case, but it's not because I'm gonna take it off. Right now it's 21:52, so that's a fair few hours. Gets a good thumbs up for me. Tiny bit cakey for me, but like I said, I think that's just my skin type. If you have really dry skin, maybe it's not for you. If you have really oily skin, I would honestly go for it if you've been thinking about it. But other than that, I don't have much more to say. I actually really enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I would like it. I was very iffy in the start. I thought it looked a bit much, but that's also what I'm used to. That's a preference thing, like what you're used to wearing, the type of foundation you're used to wearing, that can be a bit of a transition. Honestly, if you've been thinking about it, if you can find your shade, from the looks of it on the website I saw, it was a decent shade range. I didn't check it extensively, but it looked to be somewhat decent. So if you can find your shade, if you have maybe not the driest skin, I'd probably stay away from it if you get kind of dry patches, because I think, yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. I take that back. but really dry skin might not enjoy it, but it does feel very weightless. I don't feel it on my face at all. It does what it says. It's long wear and it feels weightless. Don't know about the SPF, I have not gone outside. If you want to try it, it's approved. I have a combination to oily skin. I don't think I said that before. Sorry, my cat's going to the bathroom. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised. Separate a little bit. Looks a tiny bit dry, like I said, with some exfoliation. I think that that's gone. It's stuck a little bit to the hairs. I think that actually that's what I'm thinking looks dry, that it's sticking to the little peach fuzz on my face. But yes, if you like the video, please subscribe, press the like button, ring the bell, do all of that stuff. It helps me out. Look at her. So please do that. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free. But thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time. Bye. Sorry for my low energy. I'm definitely getting sick again. But yeah, like I said, pleasantly surprised. I think it looks really good still. Huge plus.